Welcome to SkyWest Airlines. The following tutorial will show you how to log into Delta TravelNet, the website we use to list on mainline Delta and Delta connection flights. To log into TravelNet, you'll need your Delta PPR number. From SkyWest Online, go to Company, Travel, Travel Profile. This is where you'll locate your Delta PPR number. If you're a Delta dedicated employee, your PPR number begins with 400 or 40. If you're non-Delta dedicated, your PPR number will begin with 410. Once you've located your PPR number, go back to the travel page on skywestonline.com. Click on the Delta Airlines link in the bottom right-hand corner. If this is your first time logging in, you'll need to create a password. Click on Trouble Signing In. New to Delta. Enter your PPR number and click Send Request. Continue for new account setup. You will automatically be redirected to this verification page. Enter the required information and select Submit. Select this link to set up the initial password. Enter the new password here. Be sure to review Delta's password requirements. Once all conditions have been met, the boxes will show green. Select Submit. Once your password has been successfully created, you'll also need to register for Delta's multi-factor authentication. Select this link to register. Here you will re-enter your Delta PPR number and the new password you just created. Select this link to register. MFA or multi-factor authentication is an additional security step Delta requires to access the TravelNet page. Select Continue. Here, Delta will give you 3 authentication methods. You can download the Ping ID app, get a text, or receive an automated phone call from Delta. I'll select Text. Once the phone number has been entered, Delta will text a security code to enter here. MFA registration is now complete. Here you can register more than one device, edit your current device, or close the page. Once MFA registration is complete, close the page and go back to Delta TravelNet. Log in with your Delta PPR number and the new password you just created. Upon initial login, Delta will send a security code to enter here. If you chose the Ping ID app, open the app and approve the request. If you chose a phone call, you'll receive an automated call from Delta to approve the login. If you chose text, you'll receive a code that you enter here. Once authenticated, you'll be automatically taken to the DeltaNet homepage. SkyWest employees have limited access to DeltaNet. We use TravelNet to check flight loads, make listings, authorize buddy passes, and pay our PPR fee. As a reminder, you'll manage your pass writers on the travel profile page of skywestonline.com. For TravelNet, click here. Be sure to carefully review any updates or travel alerts listed on TravelNet. If you're logging in from a mobile device, scroll down until you see the quick link for TravelNet located in the middle of the page. On TravelNet, we can pay our yearly activation fee under Manage My Account, Pay Activation Fee. As a reminder, never pay your Delta PPR fee until you've added all dependents on SkyWest Online travel profile. They've been approved by the SkyWest Travel Center and show on your account with a PPR number. Delta charges $100 for the employee and $50 for each person after that until you max out at $200. The total fee you see on TravelNet will be $211, including tax. If you pay your Delta PPR fee before you've added your dependents, you will not be able to add a new person until your PPR fee resets on your hire date. Here we can check loads and list for Delta and Delta Connection flights, authorize buddy passes once you've been with SkyWest for 1 year, and refund any Delta tickets. You can also check the status of S2 and international days by going to Manage My Account, Manage Pass Writers. Remember, S2 passes are only good on SkyWest operated flights. Your PPR fee, S2 passes, and international days will all reset on your hire date. If you're on a mobile device, you'll need to click on View Full HTML Site at the bottom of the page in order to see these options. The mobile device will automatically default to the flight search page. Let's make a listing. Enter your city pairs and the date. In Delta One, we see there is one unsold seat and Delta will not oversell it. In Premium, again, 7 open and Delta will not oversell. Same with Comfort, 1 seat open and they will not oversell. However, in the main cabin, there are 17 seats open and Delta will oversell this flight by 1 seat in the main cabin. 1 plus 7 plus 1 plus 17 equals 26 available or unsold seats on this flight. Click on the paper icon for the standby list. If the flight is outside 24-hour check-in, standbys are listed by employee status and the hire date. Here are the active Delta and SkyWest employees, followed by Delta retirees and other, which can include parents, buddy passes, and Z tickets. Once they check in, the correct priority will activate. If you're within 24 hours of the flight, select View Airport Standby List to see the actual priority. Here we see the Delta employees listed as S2 or S3. Delta retirees will go S3B. SkyWest employees will always go S3C on mainline Delta. Parents and buddy passes travel S4. In some cases, seats not assigned will be greater than the available seats on the front page. Keep in mind, many revenue passengers purchase a ticket without receiving a seat assignment. They'll show up as HK on the standby list. These are revenue passengers who've purchased a ticket and are waiting for a seat assignment. Those will come out of the seats not assigned count. Any priority that starts with UP, such as UPCW or UPGR, indicates an upgrade. But don't worry, these passengers already have a seat. They would just like a better one. If you're unable to select a flight on TravelNet, the flight is not operated by Delta or Delta Connection, and you will not be able to make a listing for that flight. Select your flight and continue to listing. If you're making a listing for a Delta Travel Companion or a Buddy Pass, select Calculate Buddy Pass/Yield Fare to see the price. On this flight, a Delta Travel Companion would pay $157.80. A Delta Buddy Pass would pay $256.80. Select your traveler. If a service request such as a lap child or wheelchair is required, click here. Add the phone number, email, and select Continue. Make sure your name and birthday are listed exactly as they appear on your government-issued ID. This is where you can also add your TSA PreCheck or Global ID number. Select Create Listing. Congratulations! You've just listed for your first flight. Use the record locator to check in 24 hours before your flight on www.delta.com or the Delta app. If you're using the app, select Continue as a guest, as we do not have access to the Delta app as employees. As always, never list or check in for multiple flights and always be courteous to our fellow travelers. Feel free to contact the SkyWest Travel Center for additional questions. Safe travels!